Hello.
Did you do it?
Hello, and welcome to I'ma Mind My Business. I'ma Mind My Business podcast with Auntie E.
And Auntie K. I'm real. It's
It's
starting to
not gonna
get.
happen.
It's just starting to make me. I'm like, all right, we're counting down. And I was like, I'm holding my laughs because we have to start this. And then even still, then you were like, is it working? And I was like, oh fuck, is it working? Anyway,
We'll get it. We'll get it.
one day.
Someday. Might be a year from now, 3 years from now, but we'll get it.
I'm just here. I just work here. How are you?
How are y'all doing? I hope y'all are well. I am swell.
I am swell. I am more calm and serene. And I really, before I used to be like, I don't give a fuck. But now I really don't give a fuck. There's like levels to this shit.
Bro. Yeah, man.
I'm just like, I do not give a fuck at all. Point blank, period.
That's just
I'm like,
how it
oh,
is.
that's cool.
That's how it is sometimes. I'm recording with Marshmallow in here today. Marshmallow is my cat, for y'all who don't know. I've never done this before. I usually have to ask him to kindly, and by ask him to kindly leave my room, I mean forcibly remove him.
Fuck out of here. Scat.
I would never do that, say that to him. But I'm like, okay, time to record. Bye. But he just decided to walk up and like bite my ankle. So that's where we're at right now.
Marshmallow's a G though. I respect Marshmallow heavily. For you guys that are listening, wherever you're listening, make sure if you want to watch us, we are putting the video of us recording this up on YouTube. I'm a Mama Business Podcast is our channel, so make sure you check it out. You subscribe. I'm over here.
Exciting, because not only are we an audio podcast, we're a video podcast. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I'm not a professional podcaster.
I'm just over here knitting.
Bro, I just bought a camera. No, what is this? A microphone?
Yeah. No, a camera.
And I got a camera too. But what
the fuck?
That's all I do. And then we sit here and record and we talk. That's a podcast, right? I don't know. That's a podcast in my eyes.
I feel like they might as well just give us a radio channel. You might as well. We might as well just be on the radio at this point.
Oh, it's a good time.
Okay, so what were you gonna say? I'm sorry, I got excited because I remember.
I don't know. Go, talk.
Remember how I told you what are your thoughts? So you guys know, recently, yesterday, because today is the 26th, right? So yesterday, last night in Oregon, if I'm not mistaken, there was like a meteor shower, but it was like an irregular meteor shower from different angles. It looks like different things. And I'm just like, I mean, does that mean I don't got to pay my phone bill this month? Because I've been asking ET to phone me home for a little bit. My phone bill been sky high. So just let me know so I can pack my survival bag. I got my survival bracelet. So
bro, I don't even want to get started on your survival bag.
Bro. Not even my bag. I got bracelets to go with it now. Where's one of them at? I'm gonna show if y'all
just real quick explain your survival bag.
So I almost just yanked this off of my life. My survival bag consists of things that I need to survive in events of anything. Is there food in there? No. Is there water? Yes.
2 bottles.
But it mainly consists of crystals and tarot cards. There's a extra workout outfit in there, an extra outfit. Chapstick.
Yes, very important.
Edibles. I
Always.
I only bring 3, the power of 3. I got them on deck, but there's 3 of them in there.
Depending on the situation, maybe a PS4 controller.
Maybe depending on the situation. There was a PS4 controller in there and hand sanitizer.
Yeah, that's her survival bag.
I have a survival bracelet. This is
Oh,
not my favorite one. My other one is in my roller skate bag because I started roller skating. But this hoe right here, I could fucking save like I could go anywhere. All right, guys. So I got two of them because bitch, I need variety. The
yeah.
other one's my favorite, and that's why it's in my skate bag. So in case I gotta get a bitch, like that's the bracelet. If I had to choose, I would take with me because
What does
there's
it
a
have
knife
on
in
it?
there.
Does that have like a compass? Like
So
what is on there?
I'm gonna tell you guys what's on this one and show you for those that are watching, and then I'll explain why the other one's better. So there's a rape whistle on it right here. This is a rape whistle. Blow, help me in the case of event of anything, right? We have a fucking flashlight on that hoe.
Dang, okay. Oh,
SOS.
it's strobes, okay.
And it strobes in case like
Blind
fucking
your attacker, confuse them. Boom.
Rose from fucking Titanic if she would have had one. But
She
I digress. I'm gonna mind my business. Okay, Marshmallow, with your booty in the camera. Anyway, it has a compass on it on the survival bracelet. There's a thermometer on the survival bracelet. But then when we open it up, this is where we really survived. This is a fire starter. This is a fire starter stick. So it has a fire starter in it. And I don't know what this button does yet, but I be pressing it trying to figure it out. This one has a wrench and a screwdriver, and it also has a little knife. So the other one that's in my skate bag that's downstairs, it
and
has,
it has that rope that is used to hold it together. You can unravel
yes,
that and use it.
yes. And it's also made of the heavy duty rope. So in the
I don't
events
know
that
what
you
it's
need
called,
rope,
but the military uses it.
yes, yes. And it will unravel. You can use it to unravel actually, and it's for tethering.
Yeah.
Um, so this is the one that I got, but then I saw the other one because when you open it, instead of it like this fire starter here, this is an actual knife. So it's like these two prongs and then a knife. And then it doesn't have a temperature one. It still has the compass, but it doesn't have the temperature one. Instead of the temperature, there's a fish hook
Ooh.
and thread in it. And then the fire starter's like on the side, and then the wrench is like kind of into the notch of one of these. It's like a wrench on the side. And then I forgot how it works, but it's a can opener too.
Wow.
These
I
these hoes are eight
love
dollars.
that. A survival bracelet, bro. It's
When I'm out
2021.
rollers,
There's a global pandemic. We're out here being forced to get this shot. You never know what's going to happen when you go
I
need a
mean,
survival bracelet.
not just that, but I was also thinking, I'm like, bitch, I be out here walking and roller skating. Like, we live in Texas. That's the highest human trafficking. It's like the fucking, what do you call it?
It's like
The
the
epicenter of
yeah.
fucking human trafficking. And I'm like, what if one day I'm getting my workout on, listening to Cardi B, like with my up and it's up and it's up, and somebody comes behind me. But if I didn't have this, I couldn't blow my rape whistle or blind them with the strobe.
Yeah, man.
I got two, one for my ankle in case they're like, oh, she's a smart bitch. She has a survival bracelet. I'm going to take it off. So then when they get me and they have me tied up, I'm going to be like, no, 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 bitch.
You know
I got one on my ankle.
what would make these survival bracelets so much more like marketable to like the spiritual? Add some crystals.
So this is
Eat
the
in some
thing.
crystals.
My aunt was literally like, why don't they have one with crystals? And
Yeah,
I
we
was
need to
like,
market that.
I don't know.
Let's do it. New product.
And she was like, don't you like them crystals and stuff? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, why don't they have them with that? And I was like, well, why don't they have fucking animal pet bowls that are made out of crystals? I tried to buy my friend a fucking I wanted her dog is going through some stress, and I wanted to buy her a rose quartz dog bowl so he can eat his food and drink his water out of it. They don't exist.
I'm sure. Well, they make little like satin spar bowls.
They don't exist. We scoured the internet, duck, duck, go, not even just Google, duck, duck, go it. They don't exist.
Dang.
And I was like, how the fuck? And she was like, we're just extra bougie. We love our animals and we're extra bougie. And I was like, no, that's unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
My mom
Absolutely.
said I could have anything that I want. Is that me being greedy? No, but that means and allowed me to realize that anything is possible because I'm possible.
Yes. See? So I saw this TikTok the other day and it was like it was an audio of people like it was like supposed to be this whole inspirational thing. It was beautiful. And what they said was like, "Oh, the job you don't want is out there, make it." You know, the product you don't want is out it isn't the product you want is not out there, make it.
Make it.
And that was the whole premise of this audio that was used on TikTok. You can literally make your own reality, make anything, just do it. And that's something I've been telling myself. Like Nike's smart with their just do it. Cause sometimes like I don't be wanting to do things. It's like just fucking do it. Like just fucking do it. At the like I have to tell myself, just fucking do it. Nike,
I'm gonna mind my fucking
they
business,
were
bro.
onto something, bro.
You're like, I fuck with Nike. Fuck with
Just for
them.
that slogan alone, and I just never cared about it. It never interested me, that slogan. It was like, whatever, just do it. Okay, whatever. But like, I get it now. Like, just do it.
Fucking do it. Like, just
It's
do it.
really, it's that simple. Just do it.
Okay, but back to
But
the
I
original
digress.
question. Back to the original question. What? How do you feel about the meteor shower, quote unquote?
Okay, I haven't read a lot about it. Like I saw like like a title of it or whatever, but I didn't like read into it because sometimes I do that. I'll get back to it and then I don't because I forget. Um, but it is a very interesting phenomenon that occurred and it's got people thinking. And you know, like I said before, it's 2021. Things are happening, bro.
I was at the corner on my street, like, look, I saw y'all come and land, and I've been waiting here for 3 hours. Where are you at?
I got my survival bag.
I'm ready. And then my mom was like, it's time to go grocery shopping. And I was like, I'll be back. I gotta go get more seaweed chips.
Don't worry. I'll be right back though. I'll be right
I'll
back.
be back. I just gotta go get some seaweed chips, but I'll be back.
Dang. Oh, speaking of this, okay. Okay. So there, yeah, in the Earth's mantle. So I read this article, right?
I didn't get to read it. She sent it to me and I got distracted. Now spill all of the tea. You guys are hearing it first with me. Spill it. I need to know.
Okay, so like in the in where is it? Oh, I don't remember things, but don't worry, I have the information pulled up and ready to go. Okay, so in the where are they? In the Earth's mantle, like beneath West Africa and the Pacific Ocean, we have these like blobs of just like, you know, blobs of matter, and they don't know what it is because these blobs, they don't match like any of the particulates of any of the surrounding material on Earth. They are only in these two locations. These blobs of or these masses are only in the Earth's mantle in these two locations, nowhere else. So what they theorize here is that so there was this like it was a protoplanet called Theia, Theia, something like that. Thea, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but this protoplanet crashed into Earth 4.5 billion years ago when we were a baby planet. And they say this is how we got our moon. Something happened, and that I guess like that's how the moon was pushed into orbit or something. That's what they theorize. Anyway, so like they don't know what these masses are other than like they assume it's Theia, this protoplanet. So there's like alien planetary material within the Earth's mantle, which is very interesting because then you get into like what are those people who live in the Earth's core?
The hollow earth
The
theory.
hollow earth people. Like, what if this is how they're like, and I haven't read this anywhere. This is just me like
What if
my
they're
brain's
like,
going. Like, what if this is how they're powering their shit by like tapping into Thea's like energy that isn't of the earth, you
what
know?
if we are the real invaders of the planet
We are the
and
invaders.
we weren't supposed to live on the top of the planet. We were supposed to live in it to protect us, but then we started living on top of it.
And now it's taking me back to what was that map? Do you remember?
Yeah, of who do you call it? Um
Can y'all hear my dog drinking water? Apologies. So professional. But this map.
of
I'm
the
sure
earth?
you, huh?
Of the earth?
Yeah, I remember it had like all the conspiracy theory stuff. That
Oh,
it,
the
like
Great Awakening map. I thought you were
it like
talking about Pangea.
no, 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 no.
The Great Awakening map. Bitch, it's on the Great Awakening map.
I don't know, but now I need to like look into this. It's not
Okay.
like coming together. It's for me in my mind.
Okay.
It's like we have this
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thea's like
Mm-hmm.
this is like alien protoplanet material that has been embedded into our Earth's mantle
I'm
4.5
about to cancel all
years
my appointments
ago.
today. I'm
Like
canceling all my appointments today because I need to figure this out.
it just got my mind going. I don't like you know, just making me
So
think about different things.
that would negate all of the flat earthers because that was also something about it that was in the Great Awakening map. But also, like, that would prompt the hollow earthers because, like, people that are like, oh, the reptilians. But then, hear me out. Humans are dumb as fuck. We've lived on this planet for millions of years, and our dumbasses have only discovered like 7 fucking percent. Bitch, I don't know about you, but 7% is failing. I'm gonna mind my fucking business.
What I want to know is like
And like 5% of the 7% of the earth that we've discovered is the fucking land that we're on. Like,
exactly that's where I was going. Like, what's undersea in the depths of the deep dark blue? Like,
did you see that video I sent in the group chat? It's like people were like in the depths of the ocean, but then there was like another ocean in the ocean, and they like put their camera down there, and it was like a whole ass another shit. And then it got
I didn't
taken off of
see that.
TikTok,
I
and then
didn't
it got
see that.
taken down.
Did you download it or nah?
Oh, I need to stop. I need to start doing that. But then also at the same time, when I go through my phone, I'm like, man, what the fuck is this video?
Yeah,
I
same.
delete it. I got like 80 TikTok videos. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Why did I say
Mm,
this? I don't
like,
know.
why did I save this? I don't know. Either I was high as fuck or drunk as hell. Like, why is this in my camera reel?
So yeah, man, but that was crazy when I like learned about that. And like, what? How did they just like we just don't know anything.
We know nothing.
We know nothing. It's like what it comes
Mm,
down to at the end of the day. We know nothing.
we barely like
Like
grown
so
people still
upsetting.
don't know how to wipe their ass. Like, think about it. Like, the grown man still does not know how to wipe his ass. So how the fuck are we about? We can't. This is not. We can't get into this right now. We really can't. We really cannot. Like, we are dumb as fuck as a human race. I'm embarrassed to be a human.
Bro.
The human race is ghetto. The aliens and the other life forms are looking at us like these bitches are ghetto because they don't want to fucking come together as one.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like, I don't want to go there. Like, they're fucking ghetto. Like, I bet you every time they see like Rick, like, and Jerry and fucking Morty, they're like, look at them ghetto ass humans.
Absolutely. It's true though. Like, dang.
We're
Why
ghetto
can't we
as
just get our
fuck
shit together? I don't understand.
because of capitalism. Everything to me is a
That's what
goes
it
back to
all
the
comes down to,
goes back
capitalism.
to the white cis man.
Just
Like,
because we put some value on this, like this freaking, what is it? Gold. Just because someone decided gold was a valuable commodity, here we are. Like, what? Can't we just go back to the barter system? Things were easier then.
Honestly, like I would barter, like I'd be the best barterer. Like I'd barter my dick
Yeah, you
off.
would.
I
Yeah,
like
you
y'all
would.
can't tell me shit, bro. I could sell salt to a motherfucking slug. I could sell raid to a roach.
That's not me.
Can I just help you? You're like, please, can I just help you? Like, I need goods. Like, I'll
Listen,
help.
I just need some rice, okay?
Like, please, I just need it. Like, what are you gonna give me? I don't know.
Look,
I
man,
just
I
need
got
this
some cards.
rice.
I can read for you.
Honestly, I said this to one of our friends, our collective friend, and they were like, man, like I hate like money and like, I'm always spending money. And I was like, money's not real. Like money was fake. Like we can pay with our energy. We just use money because we want these people to know that, like, we to make them think that crystals and cards only have a monetary value, as if we're collecting them. We can't let them know about the energy, because then they'd start giving them away for free. And I was like, that's true. And they were like, see, we smarter.
Absolutely. Hashtag woke. Oh my gosh, why did I just say that?
I was
Oh,
about to repeat you, and then I was like, wait a second.
that was cringy.
I was like, yeah.
I rescind. I rescind my previous statement.
Okay. I mean, I'll let you have it. I'll let you live on that one. Do
Okay,
it.
so y'all, so we're here. We're talking about like cards or whatever. We want to touch on, guys, for anyone who reads tarot, is interested in learning tarot, or just likes a good story, honestly. Even if you're not interested in tarot, you just like a good story. The Fool's Journey in the tarot cards. So the tarot deck has 78 cards, and it's split into, you have the Major Arcana, that's 22 cards, and then what is it, like 50 whatever. Six, four.
Okay.
Minor arcana, and they are these minor arcana are broken up into I don't know if it's pronounced suits or suites. I've never known, you
I
know.
say suits. I say suits and then
I,
elements, because some people take offense. Like the OG tarot readers take offense when you call them suits. That's why, like, when I was telling you guys and showing you guys, I was saying suit and element. So
yes,
it just depends. Or you could say sweet, bitch. I don't know.
I
Shit.
don't
Do
know. So
you?
let's
I'm a
call it a
motherfucking
suit.
business.
All right. So there's four suits. We have uh the swords, which is air, pentacles, or coins, some people call it, which is earth. We have cups, water, and wands, fire. So each of these, like five, I guess like suits or whatever, they make up the entire story of the tarot. And it starts off with the Fool's Journey at the Major Arcana, and this is the one that I said before has 22 cards. And it's such an interesting story, and I'm gonna let Kristen tell this story because I love her like interpretation of the Fool's Journey, because she was telling us that like what she didn't know that there was an actual story attached to the cards until just a few years ago, and she's been reading cards for what, 7 to 8 years, something like that. And so she learned this story just by like reading the interpretations of the card, which if you have a deck of cards and you look at the book, you can put it all together. There is a story if your mind can like put it together. Kristen's brilliant, beautiful fucking mind put that shit together, and I just love the way she tells this story. So Kristen,
Yeah.
Auntie K.
I hope my audio's okay. I had to put my phone on the charger, and we're getting juicy right now. So I hope the audio's okay.
You sound
Um
fine, I guess. I don't know.
okay, we'll figure it out. We'll see. If not, they'll
Professional.
get over it. Anyway.
No big deal.
But yeah, like Evie was saying, a lot of people don't realize that a deck of cards, tarot cards, it's a story. Like she said, it's the fool's journey. And each one of the suits or elements represents a part of the full story. And so think about the full story. So if we have cups, cups are represented by water. Water is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So the story, and each element has
Ocean.
its own story, right?
Cups all is emotion.
Copes as emotions. Air is the swords, which is
Intellect.
Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. And it's all about your mental intellect. Like, think about sharpening your mind and your sword. Then we have the wands, which is fire. It's action. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And then we have pentacles, like she said, which is earth, which is about grounding and stability, which is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And each one of these suits are still represented in the full story, because in the Major Arcana, as we know, we have and we have cards that represent each element. So the story of the pentacles, wands, and cups and swords are all details of the full story. So like the first element that shows up is fire in the fool's journey. So if any card that is relative to fire in the Major Arcana, you can put the fire story, the story of wands, with it, and it'll make the fool's journey make more sense. But you have to understand the fool's journey before you can even think about reading tarot. And I did not know. Like she said, I've been reading for 7 or 8 years. I did not know that it was
A
an
lot of people
actual
don't.
story.
A lot of
I
people
just
don't know
naturally,
this.
yeah,
And
like
it
I
makes
just,
and then they wonder like people talk about it being a story and they're like, but I don't see it. It doesn't make sense. Like, yes, I know the individual meaning of these cards, but how do they flow together? That's where learning the fool's journey comes into
it
play.
comes into play. And I didn't realize, I didn't know that there was a story, because that's how I taught myself to read the tarot. Because I read the guidebook and I was like, I read it page to page, and then like I would go and look, and then I was like, I need to stop and I need to separate, because I read it page to page and then I shuffled it, and when it would come out I would try to put it together and make my message. And I was like, no, I need to separate it out, and I need to read each suit as its own. And then I was like, this is a story, and I didn't realize it. And then like a few years ago, I came across it somehow, and I was like, look at the universe telling me some shit before I even knew it. Like, look at me in divine timing. I knew before I knew. How about
All right.
that?
So I think we should just do the major arcana, just a little quick,
Oh yeah.
and then like in
Just
another one we can and we'll touch on like the minor arcana and the stories that go there, because it's just it's such a good story.
it's a great story. So there's 20, like Evie said, there's 22 cards in the Major Arcana, but only 21 of them are numbered. And that's because the first card in the deck is the Fool. Um, we'll call the Fool they. They're binary. Okay. So we'll say they. If I say she or he, just take it how it is. This is my fucking story. If you don't like it, then leave. So am I getting glare? Let me fix this for those that are watching. So if you're listening, here's the fool's journey. Oh, bitch.
Just let it
Oh, hold
focus.
on. Hold on.
Yeah, there you are.
Better?
Yes.
Okay, so we have the fool, right?
For reference, anyone who's watching, she's using the Modern Witch Tarot deck.
Yes. We have the fool, which is zero, which is infinity, right? Because zero is a circle, it goes on and on. The fool has trust and understands that there's opportunity and there's a journey ahead, and is willing to do anything to achieve that journey. That's why the fool has a companion, is a dog, its best friend, and is willing to take that leap for this new beginning. With this new beginning and this trust, the fool turns into the magician, because the magician, they then gain skill and balance and harmony, and they understand that anything is possible. They manifest. But with magician, there's always another side. There's tricks that a magician will never tell you. But we're talking about skill and balance. With skill and balance, the magician then turns into the high priestess. because not only does she have skill now, she has wisdom, intuition. And with the intuition, because it comes naturally, she's able to inspire. She's been inspiring so much that she's connecting with more than just herself and her intuition. She's connecting with her mind, her body, her soul. She's gaining wealth and knowledge, not just on earth, but also in her spirituality. She's the mother. She then becomes the embodiment of a woman. However, she needs somebody to be a little bit more logical because she's so connected. She wants to validate and be logical. She needs a leader and she needs a protector. So she goes and finds her emperor. The emperor and the empress together on this fool's journey, they then start learning lessons. They start learning lessons, getting rituals, teaching, because they want to grow something that is stable together. But they have to learn together. They have to grow together. Once they do that, they become the lovers. In the lovers card, though, it's Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, quote unquote. But remember, the tarot deck was made before the Bible. We won't get into that. We don't have enough time today. So the lovers, if you can see, is Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. But people think the lovers means, oh, like we in love, da 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 da. But there's a lot of temptation in love. There's a lot of
Snake on a
passion.
tree.
There's a lot of attraction. So I'll get back to this card. I'm going to put it to the side for now. They fall in love and they become one. They come to the divine as one. That's, they're holding hands. I got it covered up because of their booties, right? They come as one because they've learned. They're trying to create rituals. Everything starts happening so fast because everything is going in the right direction. It's balance. There's victory
There's a
through balance, duality. And that's why a lot of the chariot cards, we have the black and white, yin and yang.
As above, so below.
As above, so below. And once they understand the duality, that's where they get their strength. But not just strength, like, physical strength, but courage. Vulnerability. Vulnerability is very powerful.
There's strength in what society perceives as weakness, which is vulnerability.
I had to learn that the hard way. Mm-hmm. Love over hate. Right? So now that they know this, they know that they have to go their separate ways because the Hierophant told them, hey, if you want to learn, you got to learn and you got to do this as you came in, the fool. You are still the fool. You need to go and be in your own to receive this divine wisdom. You cannot receive it because there's temptation in the lovers. With another person, you are being tempted. You need to be in solitude. Through the solitude, the fool sees that the wheel of fortune is changing. People think the wheel of fortune is a good card. I don't see it as either. This is the exact middle. If we take the fool out of it,
card.
Say that again.
It's a very neutral card. It's like the epitome of neutrality in the tarot.
And that's because if we take the fool out of the number, because it is 0, the wheel of fortune is in the middle. Mm-hmm. Literally, it could go up or it could go down.
Even look at the representation on the card. You have happiness on the top and then someone that just looks miserable on the bottom because that,
it's turns. Constantly turning. It depends on the fool. Which way is the fool going to go in the journey? Right? So now that the fool sees as above, so below for real, because remember the chariot was there. We have a lot of balance cards. Now they understand what it means. They understand. They saw it. The fool saw it before, but they understand what fair treatment, balance, equality, all of this means. Their perception changes. All of these 3 cards in the fool's journey
That's the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and the Hanged One.
Thank you. Are all about balance. The Hanged One is sacrifice. It's also a new perception, spirituality. And a lot of people don't know, but if you look in your guidebooks, the Hanged Man is a card that represents supreme divinity. That's why the Hanged Man always has a halo around their head. But a lot of people are like, oh, just change your perception. But you also have to remember in the Fool's journey, why the Fool had to change their perception. They were up and they were down, and they understand the balance. After the Fool understands, he's reborn. He's renewed. He's rising. He died. The old him died. However, when we talk about new things and rebirth, we have to be patient. However, through patience, the Hanged Man is seeing everything's a little bit different. But don't forget about the Lovers. The Lovers isn't patient. The Lover wants its mate. The Lover wants its other side, its balance. And then that's where the Devil comes in. The Devil is inner demons, toxicity, materialism, dependency. The Fool wants to be patient, but he can't fight these demons from the love. If you look at the cards, I'm holding up the Lover's card and the Devil card. They're the exact same card. They're a mirror of each other. And the Devil card, they're looking at the devil. And the Lover's card, they're looking at an angel. They're the exact same card. Then the Fool has conflict, disruption, upheaval. Everything comes crashing down because now the Fool is trying to fight temptation, the Fool's own demons, toxicity, materialism. But it's hard because the Fool has a changed perception and understands the balance and equality. So everything falls. Once everything falls in the full understanding, the Fool then again begins to understand even deeper in the darkness, because the Tower is a very dark card. So still in the dark, the star is what's guiding the Fool. The star is inspiration. It's also great love. It's insight. It's selflessness. The Fool is vulnerable through the strength of him or herself, that they can pour in and out of anybody, emotionally, mentally, physically. But they're also strong in the sense of vulnerability by doing it naked. Then the Fool notices the moon and is like, oh shit, like it's getting weird. I'm starting to see even more now with the light of the moon. I can see the emotions and why the temptation is here. Why I had to fall, why I had to do all of this. I can truly say that I understand the balance. The Fool's journey is about balance. The Fool then ends with happiness. There's success. The Fool thought this was the ending because of the victory of happiness. But also in the Sun card is materialism, is a sense of false happiness. It's a sense of attainment. The Fool knows what it means to be happy, but they also know what it means to be sad. As happy as the Fool is, as sad as the Fool can be. Then the Fool evolves in complete understanding, awakening, or even judgment. The Fool fully sees. And once the Fool fully sees, The fool is able to attain the world. Completion, reward, triumph, victory, totality. And that's the fool's journey.
Such a good story.
I love this
Such a
story. I
good
love this story.
story. I love that story.
I
Like,
love it. I love it. I love it. I always use my cheat sheet when I read it still though, because sometimes I just be going off and I'm like, girl, calm down. So like that's what I was looking at. Like I was like, yeah, okay, okay. I'd be like, girl, calm down. Like it's not that deep. I'll be like, indeed.
it's a good story.
It's a good ass story, but I like when I read it, I was like, oh, I mean that story's cute, but it's not like my story. Like that's not how I interpreted it.
Yeah.
But my favorite story, I do like the full story, but my favorite story is the swords story. I told you guys that last night. Like there's no good in the swords until the end of the story. Like the swords, like the story of the swords is just like I'm like, damn, that motherfucker was going through
They
it.
went through it. The fool was going through it when they got
The
to the
fool was
sword.
going through it through the swords, but the fool, like the story that gets me the most is the of cups. Like this story, look, I'm gonna read y'all the cup story really quick, right? Like, look, ooh, bitch, I'm in love. Yes, I found my soulmate. Let's celebrate. But do I really want to celebrate? Nah, I don't know. Shit, I'm sad now. Let me go over by this bridge. But give me all of your stuff. Is this a dream? Should I walk away? Nah, bitch, I'm good. I'm happy by myself. Nah, I'm happy with somebody else. Oh, bitch, I'm pregnant. You want to marry me or no? I love you. You love me?
Oh, that was great. That was great. I love the way you tell like your interpretation of
Cup story. I'm just like, y'all are dumb as fuck. Like the fool
yeah,
is
the
dumb as
cups
fuck
is
right
like
now.
that's just typical water sign, you know.
Typical water signs. Like, you love me? Bitch, I'm pregnant. You love me? I love you.
No, no, you know, please don't take offense to that. We joke, you know. We're both air signs.
No, I'll take offense to it.
Your signs was like heavy earth placements, you know?
I have an air trinity and then I got all fucking earth. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I've got my big three are all air. I don't have the Trinity, but they're all air. Aquarius, Libra, Aquarius. My Mercury is Aquarius. Then everything else is like Capricorn and Taurus. Like 4 Capricorn placements, 2 Taurus placements.
Mine's like all Capricorn. Like mine is all almost Capricorn.
Yeah.
Except for like maybe 2 other placements besides my Trinity. Like everything else is Capricorn. And I'm just like, ugh, disgusting.
You gotta stop hating on your signs, man. They make you who you are, you know? And that's something I've had to learn because I was the same way, like, what do you mean I have all these Capricorn placements?
Like when I saw that and I was getting my birth chart read, I was like, and they were like, see, that's why you feel that way because of displacement and it's in Capricorn. And I'm just like, ugh.
We don't like that. We don't
I
like
don't like that. I don't like that for me.
it is what it is at this point, you know? Like we can't do anything to change it. We might as well embrace that shit, you know? Um, yeah.
What you doing for the full moon?
Ah, y'all, this full moon. Okay, so this full moon is such an interesting full moon for a lot of reasons. It is the first of 4 consecutive super full moons. 4 consecutive, bro. And it's also like the first full moon that like something. I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got a little bit of ADHD. It is what it is. I lost my train of thought. Um so it's a big deal. There's a lot of energy that you can tap into to bring your desires to life.
Ooh, say that again. That give me chills.
Bring your desires to life.
Yes.
Yes. So that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Okay. I have a task that I was given
Ooh.
that I
Oh, I'm
have to
doing
do.
something else. I'm doing like a little prosperity kind of a deal, you know. I'm gonna tap into that. And
I'm gonna go get drunk under the moon naked in my backyard. That's my task.
that sounds amazing. If I had a backyard, I would be under the full moon naked and dancing every month.
I'm a little bit like, I'm like, I don't give a fuck, but then at the same time, I'm like, yo, shit, like, damn, like, what if somebody comes outside from my family and is like, hey, yo, you good? And I'm just out there naked on my blanket. But then I'm like, actually, I don't give a fuck. Like, what's up? Like, what's up?
So what else are you do? Oh, you have your full moon book. Like what
Oh,
is
yes,
what
bitch.
is
Let
your
me put
book
down these
say?
knitting needles. Hold on. I was knitting, y'all. Okay, so this full moon. Oh, damn, I got like chicken grease or something on the back of this hoe. What the hell? Look.
Them chicken wings. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
I really do. Like, that's why they were like, yo, some witches will literally be like, cleanse everything, do this, do that. And I'm literally like, yo, bitch is ready.
Yes.
Wiping Cheeto dust in the fucking
That's
is all in the film.
100% you.
My bad. I was like, what the fuck is that? That's chicken. That's somebody's chicken. No, that's chicken grease for sure. There's like a piece of chicken on there. Anyway, so this one was a little bit weird. Mind your fucking business. Mind your fucking business. This full moon's a little bit weird when it comes to like overlaying energies and colors and stuff, because if we're talking about the month of March, we should have been using the malachite, and then also like dark blue, and doing our friendship rituals. However, because this full moon is so close to April, you can kind of mish them together. So this full moon is actually the worm moon, and it's a Libra full moon. The full moon that arises on the 28th of this month is the worm moon. This month's moon is full and powerful and is named after the earthworms that emerge at this time of the year. This is the first full moon of the March equinox, which for lots of the northern hemisphere signifies the end of winter and beginning of spring.
That's what I was
It
trying to
is.
say earlier, that it's the first full moon in this new like season, you know,
You're
the
like,
new equinox.
I don't know. So, and it's when the sun is directly on the equator. It shines directly on the equator. So night and day are roughly equal. And that happened on the 20th. Like, everybody was like, damn, today's long as fuck. And I'm like, no, it's the same.
No.
It's the same, but okay. Um, so that's this full moon. But if we're working with the moon, in reference to the following month and what we need to work on through April, because remember, our full moon in April doesn't come to the 27th, so we can take advantage of both March's signifiers, excuse me, and April signifiers. So if we're working with this moon, we can also use tiger's eye as well as malachite, and then we can also have orange and dark blue, because orange is
Are
the
you talking about
candle.
malachite?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah. It's that
M
green
A
one,
L
right?
A C H I T. Okay, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can use, what is it? Malachite?
Malachite.
You can use malachite and tiger's eye, and then also dark blue and orange candles, or wear dark blue and orange when you're feeling in your power. And I'm saying that because this next month, the month of April, is about personal power.
Mm.
So that also goes in with the worm moon. The worm moon is about power, and how our friends have to do with our power, and how we need to make sure that we don't abandon them. in their times of need. So that's kind of what March was about. And then we talk about personal power in April. So they kind of, these moons overlap. Ooh, spooky. um, because so in April, we need to be focusing on our inner strength, our personal power. It's time to focus on your mind and the strong warrior that you are with the right tools that you can,
Yeah.
with the right tools, you can take on anything.
Dang.
Y'all do your
Tapping
research.
into
We
that
can't give you all
magician
the
energy
answers.
and that strength energy.
Yeah. We can't give y'all all the answers. Oh, the crystal for May is March. I mean, the crystal for May is amethyst. You know that's our stone.
We love some
You
amethyst.
know that's our stone.
Dang, guys. Um, I think that's it for this episode, y'all.
That's it, y'all. We went off today.
We did. We did. We
I
did.
don't care. Y'all, I don't give a fuck.
It's a good time. That's the thing, though. We had fun.
I'm about to cancel all of my appointments because I need to figure out what's going on in the middle of this earth. Like, just let me know because I don't want to be human anymore. So just tell me what I need to do. So I gotta do my research.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I need to like jump in because I only read like 1 to 2 articles on this Earth's mantle, Thea's protoplanet 4.5 billion years ago colliding into the Earth as when we were like a baby planet. I didn't read too much into it,
Yeah.
but I need
I
more
gotta
information.
we gotta figure this out. I got it.
I
Don't
don't.
worry,
So
don't
I don't
worry.
use Reddit, but like I might, you know.
I don't know. Stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right. Um, you know,
That's it. Bye.
and with
Mind your
that,
fucking business.
mine. If what's that thing we say?
If you are in everybody else's, if you are minding everybody else's business, who the hell is minding yours?
Mm,
I digress.
I'm gonna mind my business.